Hello everyone and welcome to my own top 10 upcoming video games in 2018. Since the new year has just arrived, I thought it was a good idea to reflect upon the list of games that will arrive and which I am looking forward to more than others. So without further ado, let's just deep dive into it. Starting at number 10, I'm looking forward to that sweet remake of Secret of Mana. As a kid, I never had the chance to play the original release, but I have tried it out on my own mini SNES system here at home. Granted, I haven't played that far into the story. I did find myself watching a video on PlayStation Access covering the remake of this game, and it looked fantastic. The starting area looked so similar to the original one that it absolutely felt like I was watching a gameplay from the original, but with way better graphics. And as this game was praised to be very good, I want to give this one a spin when released. The number 9 spot is taken by Monster Hunter World. This is actually the first Monster Hunter game I'm looking forward to, and will actually be the first I'll play. A buddy of mine was feeding me this information like a parent forcing food down his kid's throat, and after caving, I watched a couple of his suggested videos and it really looked magnificent. We tried out the beta with another buddy of ours and we were hooked from start to finish. The beta had its limits, but the full game will surely be even greater of an experience. Hunting monsters and progressing through the areas will surely be amazing. Next up is Dragon Ball FighterZ, or as I like to pronounce it, Dragon Ball FighterZ. I don't know, it just feels in line with Dragon Ball Z that it feels intended to be pronounced this way. Let me know in the comments how you guys pronounce it. Anyway, upon announcement of this gem, I thought it would be like another Xenoverse. I liked the first one, but it became stale pretty quickly. The grind was real, and it wasn't really rewarding. I skipped Xenoverse 2 because it was the same formula, and was almost disappointed if this one was the third installment, but no. The title popped up showing FighterZ, with an extremely awesome look at the fighting system. It has like some would call a 2.5D fighting system, and great cel-shaded graphics. It's like these characters are from the anime themselves. The game will feature a story plot that drives us into the battles we know by heart, and I really feel like this game will be the Dragon Ball game we all deserve and need. Number 7. Ni no Kuni 2. I sincerely love the first one. Playing the campaign was just like watching a genuine Studio Ghibli movie. Sure, it looked like it was aimed toward children, but it felt more complex than it looked. But to me, the world was so colorful that all my bad emotions from the real world were just sucked away from my soul, and I entered a world where everything was just fine. Everything was going to be okay. The game itself was a Pokemon-like game where you catch different kinds of enemies and use them in your own battles. The next game will alter its playstyle a bit, much, from a turn-based combat system to a real-time action combat system. That's one thing to look forward to, but I am mostly looking forward to enter that world once more. Be gone, real world, give me this instead. Days Gone had grabbed spot number 6 on my list. I remember watching the trailer at E3 and thought to myself, this could be a spiritual successor to The Last of Us. And surely it became something great. The motorcycles, the bandits, the areas you can explore, and last but not least, the zombies. Oh man, these come at you in swarms. You need to evade them at first, and you can set up a trap for them or for someone else using these zombies. Playing a game where you can decide how to complete it is the ultimate satisfaction you can get. The game had me hooked at the first trailer, but it really delivered with its second one. 5 down, 5 to go. Another trailer that got released at last year's E3 was Detroit Become Human. It received this number 5 spot because I don't really know much about the game, but the trailer showed me enough to make me excited. At first I thought it would be the Cyberpunk trailer or a spiritual successor to The Witcher, but it looked like it became something more than that. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Whatever you choose will decide the outcome. You can use good or evil, much like choices within Infamous, but definitely awesome. You'll be thrown in a world that is heavily littered with technology. Even the graffiti and flags are holograms. How awesome is that? I can't wait. Number 4 is taken by Spider-Man. The first trailer that was shown had me interested in the game. It first of all looked fantastic, but we didn't really see gameplay. Sure, a generated trailer is awesome to look at, but it's the gameplay that decides whether a game is worth the bucks or not. That changed when, at the final trailer of E3, we got to see a full mission for the game in all its glory. We got to see combat, pursuits, spider senses, and what I liked the most is that we really got to meet our Spider-Man. How he acts and behaves in certain situations or cutscenes, it just felt like Spider-Man. And that's when I put that game on my wishlist. God of War. Now, this was a surprise to everyone in the world when a new chapter of the series was announced. We stood in awe as Kratos was leading his son into the woods and fought a couple of Nordic giants. We will arrive in a Nordic scene this time where Kratos has an axe much like Mjolnir. He can throw it and then just call it back like Thor can. I'm really hoping for a man versus god face-off with all the Norse gods. But as the gameplay has changed from a complete hack and slash to a more Last of Us kind of game with hack and slash features, I wonder how that would turn out. But what I've seen in the release trailers, I'm sure it will not disappoint. Number 2. The Last of Us 2. Oh man. We were sure that after the masterpiece that was the first Last of Us, there might be a second because of that open ending, but to truly receive a sequel was a godsend. The first trailer with Ellie singing made people just do a standing ovation. That performance was genius. It also showed the elements from the first are not forgotten. I'm talking about the fact that Joel was going to teach Ellie to play guitar, and now she can. The second trailer of last year was really brutal. We could feel the setting of the game and everyone just got the creeps. I'm saying everyone, but I'm talking about myself to be honest. Maybe you guys felt the same. But yes, Last of Us 2 is the second game I'm looking forward to the most. And can you guess what number 1 is? You guessed it correctly, Kingdom Hearts 3. After that trailer that we got at D23, where we got to see a new world that we could explore, where we received the release year, everyone just lost their minds. I was genuinely surprised with what we received as well. But it wasn't the trailer that got me hooked, no. I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan since the first one and will always be, even if EA buys it and puts microtransactions into it. Knock on wood that never happens. But you can see what I mean. On Kingdom Hearts 2.8 we can play 0.2. That is basically a tech demo to the third installment. It just feels so much better and free that if I were to go in blind without knowing the world list, I would be even more excited. Kingdom Hearts 3, I hope you drop soon, because my pants have already dropped for you. That was it guys, I hope you enjoyed my list of 10 games I'm looking forward to in 2018. If you agree on some, if you disagree, want to add some of your own, or simply share your own top 10, feel free to do that in the comment section below. Do not forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it, and until the next time, may your heart be your guiding key.